Battle through the firmament. Grand world. Chapter 370 Skills. 300 points. Xiaoyan was also slightly happy in his heart. This score had exceeded his expectations. With such a high starting score, the subsequent competition would be much easier. While everyone in the square was stunned, Xiaoyan stepped forward and took the token from Fang Yun's hand. It was about the size of a palm and was black in color. The value of 300 seemed to be filled with spirituality as it jumped slightly. 300 points. This guy is a fat piece of meat. Many people secretly swallowed a mouthful of saliva as they watched Xiaoyan's back. Their eyes involuntarily revealed some crazy light. However, when they thought of the former's strength, they immediately felt discouraged. The fourth-ranked expert on the Soaring Dragon ranking was not someone they could scheme against. Humph. Xiaoyan, just you wait. Lu Xiangyang's face was gloomy. He stared at Xiaoyan's back while gnashing his teeth in anger. These days, he had spent a large amount of Spirit Origin stones and obtained a lot of good stuff from the Spirit Pavilion. He could even fight a peak of Monic King. No matter how powerful Xiaoyan was, he should only have the strength of a peak of Monic King. After distributing all the tokens, he received the token that belonged to Zhu Tianhou. Elder Xiao gritted his teeth and waved his hand weakly. Under the lead of the numerous elders, Xiaoyan and his group walked towards the outer mountain. Realm in Valley. Yuan Tianmu stood on a huge rock at the exit, crossed his arms, and looked at Zan Kai who was standing beside him. He said in a flat voice, "The competition in Realm in Valley will be today. It will end in 15 days. At that time, you will definitely have a fight with the students of Realm in Valley. According to previous year's practice, you, the last in Realm in Valley, will most likely be selected." Zan Kai frowned and nodded in annoyance. His harvest in illusory spirit space this time was very little. His strength had only increased a little. He might not be able to defeat Zhu Tianhou and Xiaoyan. That might not be the case. While the two of them were talking, a graceful figure suddenly appeared. It was Su Qingwu, who was ranked 4th in the Realm in Valley. Senior Sister Qingwu. When she saw Su Qingwu, a hint of surprise flashed across Yuan Tianmu's eyes as he said softly, "Elder Wu's granddaughter, Wu Shaoqi, I also saw her just now. Do you know what she said?" Su Qingwu smiled sweetly and nodded at Yuan Tianmu. There was a hint of shock on her beautiful face. About a month ago, Xiaoyan and Mu Yuyang killed many experts in Capital of Chaos, including a few Monic Emperor experts. Kill Monic Emperor warriors. How is that possible? After hearing this, Zan Kai finally couldn't help but stand up. His eyes were filled with astonishment. He would never hesitate to believe that Mu Yuyang could kill a Monic Emperor, but Xiaoyan. How could a mere emperor kill a Monic Emperor? Yuan Tianmu's face was also filled with shock. He then patted his forehead and shook his head with a bitter smile. A Monic Spirit level warrior who could kill a peak of Monic King warrior. After advancing to the Emperor realm, if he used the Monic Flame to kill a Monic Emperor warrior, it wouldn't be a strange thing. Senior Sister Qingwu, do you mean that Xiaoyan might choose any one of us to challenge him? Of course. The 10 heavenly peaks in Realm in Valley will have different cultivation resources according to their ranking. This Xiaoyan is very likely to be ranked far above the others. The one with the biggest possibility is Xiaoyi or me. Su Qingwu pursed her lips. The smile on her pretty face also became much dimmer. But Xiaoyi is going to participate in the 4 academies competition. Therefore, there is a high possibility that it will be me. She paused for a moment. Su Qingwu combed her hair and laughed self-deprecatingly. I really did not expect that the students of Realm in Valley would be afraid of the students in the inner court. A few years ago, when Mu Yuyang was still the captain of the inner court's punishment department, the group of people from Realm in Valley were also very worried. In the end, Mu Yuyang clearly had the strength to defeat the top 3 seniors. He only started cultivating slowly from the lowest level. In just a year's time, this Xiaoyan, as expected of the Saint rank trial participant, it looks so similar to Mu Yuyang. Yuan Tianmu smiled. However, There was a trace of worry in his eyes. When the few of them heard this, they became silent. The realm in Valley had been peaceful for more than 2 years. Could it be that this time, it was going to be a huge change of blood? In the outer mountains of the academy, Elder Shao repeated the things that he needed to pay attention to. The trial that originally required 3 months had now become 15 days. At the same time, there were also many complicated rules that had been changed at the same time. Remember, the points on the token will be reduced by half every 5 days. So, try your best to obtain other people's points, and you can also go around to collect rare items. After the trial ends, you will exchange them for points based on the rarity of the treasures. After saying a few words weakly, he emphasized, this competition will not allow any accidents that take people's lives. Otherwise, you will be severely punished. As he spoke, Elder Shao waved his hand, and the 56 participants scattered with a loud bang. They rushed towards the depths of the forest, and in the next 15 days, they would start a battle for points. Zhu Tianhou still hasn't come. Xiaoyan had already gone into the depths of the forest with a few quick leaps. The whistling sounds of the other people beside him could be heard from time to time. They were all going to occupy an advantageous terrain. 15 days wasn't short either. After all, it was a competition to enter the realm in Valley. To everyone, it was an important matter. If I can cultivate the sacred spirit fire body to the great Cheng realm, I will be fine even if I don't enter the realm in Valley. After pondering for a while, Xiaoyan shook his head and moved towards the depths of the forest. Even though he was already a student who had been decided to enter the realm in Valley, he still wanted to compete. After all, if nothing unexpected happened, his points would definitely be able to reach the first place. Stop for a moment. Lu Xiangyang, who was advancing, suddenly stopped. The few captains of the punishment department beside him also stopped and cast puzzled gazes at the former. Among these contestants, who has the highest score? Lu Xiangyang turned around and said with a smile. Of course it's Xiaoyan. Zhuang He gritted his teeth and said with a gloomy expression. So, his strength is also the highest. No matter who we are no match for him. If we separate, we will only be defeated by him one by one. In the end, we will help him achieve his goal. What do you all think? Is that so? Lu Xiangyang narrowed his eyes and said in a clear voice. Seeing that everyone nodded their heads, Lu Xiangyang nodded his head in satisfaction and said, so. I have an idea, Zhuang He, Wu Jia, Wei Meng. The 3 of you have been secretly contacting all the participants for the past few days. We are the only ones who can show them how powerful this matter is. I believe that Xiaoyan will not be able to defeat us one by one. They will understand. All right, we will do our best. A skinny man nodded his head in a deep voice. He was no weaker than Zhuang He, and he was also the captain of the punishment department. As for the points that will be halved every 5 days, tell them that there's no need to worry. As long as we are united, with everyone's strength, let alone the low-grade heavenly beasts, we can even kill the middle-rank heavenly beast together. The points obtained by a single middle-rank heavenly beast, even if everyone were to divide it equally, it would still be a considerable amount of wealth. Lu Xiangyang spoke with confidence. Obviously, he had a plan in mind long ago. Furthermore, I know that there's a high-grade heavenly beast in the outer mountain called the Blood Flame Scaled Beast. Due to a special reason, its strength has been greatly reduced, and it's only at the Monarch Emperor. If we kill it, he. After saying this, Lu Xiangyang gently smiled. Under the shadow of the tree leaf, the scar on his face was extremely ferocious. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.